Welcome everyone to the Hot Sauce number 200, presented live on Friday, May 19th. The Hot Sauce is the longest running news show in the EOS ecosystem and the only place where you can get all the weekly EOS news and updates in less than 25 minutes. My name is Stefan. I'm one of the co-founders of EOS Nation. We're one of the top block producers on EOS, and I'm excited to be your host for today. I am feeling a bit under the weather, so maybe it'll be a slightly lower energy hot sauce than usual, but still, we've got some exciting news for everyone to share. We've got updates like WordProof integrating Shopify. We're enhancing e-commerce with EOS technology. EVM, we're talking adoption, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, overall expanding the reach of EOS into the crypto market. We're reviewing the block producer monthly call report that's been out. We're highlighting the upcoming CriptoMexico conference next week, where EOS Mexico will be representing the EOS community. Pomelo goes multipool. EOS Quest has free EOS account creation set up. Hypha DAO Spaces recap and upcoming features. And finally, some Upland updates with some Go Karts. All right, so let's get into it. WordProof brings EOS blockchain to 4.3 million Shopify users. That's right. Very cool update from WordProof. Of course, WordProof is a technology that allows you to timestamp your content, and those timestamps are registered on the EOS blockchain. So here we have the official announcement from WordProof. I'm just going to read here the second paragraph for you guys. WordProof timestamp empowers Shopify website owners to effortlessly timestamp their online content, enhancing trust, transparency, and security for both businesses and consumers. Shopify website owners can now seamlessly add timestamp data to their schema.org markup, ensuring that their content is provably authentic and tamper-proof. As more consumers demand transparency and accountability from online businesses, the integration of WordProof's timestamp technology within the Shopify ecosystem will help website owners stay ahead of that curve and build trust with their audience. Very cool update from Sebastian and the team at WordProof. All right, moving on to some EOS EVM news. We've got lots of new projects deploying, such as Nissan launching its swap service on EOS EVM. And here we can see the webpage here, misan.fi/home. And as you can see here, there's a lot of chains supported by this platform. EOS EVM is the latest one to be added. Very cool. Another one, CoinHub Wallet has integrated EOS EVM network. Users can access EOS EVM ecosystem now. There we go. So, two examples of projects that are now integrating EOS into their platforms, which is something that they could not do before the EOS EVM was live. EOS Native has its unique architecture, which makes it difficult for other platforms and dApps in the crypto space to integrate EOS. Now that EOS has that EVM compatibility, makes it much easier for all these platforms to add EOS to their websites, which we've seen this week. CoinMarketCap, another example. They have this page called DexScan, and it shows kind of all of the swaps and information from a variety of dexes on EOS. Right now, it's only neutral swap, as we can see here, but it does show you the various pairs and prices, trading volume, liquidity, all of that good stuff. Similarly, Gecko Terminal, which is actually a new website that I've just recently learned about. I'm personally a big fan of CoinGecko for checking crypto prices. I prefer it to CoinMarketCap, and now Gecko Terminal is kind of highlighting here the EOS EVM, all dexes, neutral swap. You've got Noah, I think this is Noah Finance, a couple other swaps as well, and then you've got all this information. So again, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko integrating EOS EVM and getting more exposure for the EOS EVM to the wider crypto space. All right, we're doing our weekly checkup on the TVL on the EOS EVM. Last week we had seen a little dip, and then we were wondering if it would stabilize or continue to dip. Nice to see that it is mostly stabilized. And nice to see this activity that is all organic. While we're going to see here on the block producer meeting recap that there's some more news coming for the EOS EVM. So let's get into it. Here we see on the EOS Network Foundation blog, the blog producer monthly meeting recap. So the meeting was on May 11th of last week. 22 BPs attended the call, 28 people participated in the discussion. And so here are some of the highlights. Of course, EOS EVM is the main focus right now for the ENF. Fees captured through the EVM to date reveal significant organic interest and are nearly comparable, although still lower than the fees generated from Rex. So those are the fees generated from the EOS native side, and we can see the EOS EVM side generating almost as much, which is great. There's been a bunch of new applicants to the grant framework from EVM projects, and the ENF is working to increase business development support for EVM projects. And here at the end of the document, we see a small Q&A. Will we see liquidity be added to the EVM? ENF answers that they are working with a few teams that they believe will be successful in the ecosystem and in negotiating with specific applications, which will lead to an official DEX and official swap. We are working towards getting funding from the network so that the network will have equity. Is the ENF or ENV that will be the liquidity provider? Both will be. And then regarding the collaboration with DWF Labs, is there any update? The agreements we have with them are now ongoing. The 15 million external investment part of the agreement with DFS, which is an external LP fund that has not moved yet, that would come in and help out either on the formal LP fund 2 or 3 side of things, or on the ENV, or direct deal flow in fund 1 as a matching partner on investments from that fund. And one of the things that ENF is doing that's very important on the ENV, the EOS Network Ventures side of things, is to ensure that we'll be pairing investments with liquidity provision. So if you invest in projects, you must also support them. So for instance, with DWF, with every investment they make, we have a liquidity provision agreement in place to provide liquidity and market making for those teams. Very cool. All right, moving on to our next topic, CriptoMexico conference going on May 27th. That's next week. And the EOS Mexico team will be in attendance representing the EOS community. So Chev's official is going to have a speaking slot, actually. Kevin Damkin here, Chev's has been an OG member of the EOS community there from the start. And it's great to see him getting recognition in Mexico and seeing him represent the EOS community. So that's great. We wish you all the best of luck, Kevin. And here we can see the CriptoMexico conference. So if you are in Mexico, head on over, reach out to Chev's and meet some of the EOS community that's going to be present at this event. All right, on to some Pomelo news. Pretty exciting news, actually. So Pomelo season 6 applications open on May 31st. The date is official. So that's in less than 2 weeks, actually. And for the first time, Pomelo is going to have multiple matching pools, 4 in total, actually. One of which is funded by the Telos community, which is very cool. So what are the matching pools for season 6? So for the EOS Network Foundation matching partner, the ENF is providing funding for 3 different funding pools. So here we can see them. There's an EOS EVM pool, $65,000, EOS GameFi pool, $65,000, and Everything EOS pool, $28,000. Matching partner for the Telos community has the Telos pool and has about $24,000 available for grabs. So this is very cool. I'm personally very excited about this evolution of Pomelo. I think it's going to allow our matching partners to better direct the funding to the categories of apps and projects that we think, deserve the most support at the moment. So for example, the Hot Sauce, the show that you're listening to right now, is funded in part by Pomelo. And this season, we're going to be competing in the Everything EOS pool of $28,000. So what this means actually is probably that us as the Hot Sauce probably going to be receiving less funding than before, although maybe not. Who knows exactly how it's going to play out, because let's say most of the grants go in the EOS EVM pool and the EOS GameFi pool, then maybe there's not going to be too much competition in the Everything EOS pool. However, I don't think that's very likely from the previous seasons, we saw a lot of content creation grants being put up on Pomelo, such as the Hot Sauce. And so I do think that these content creation grants are going to get a bit less funding, which of course, as a grant owner for the Hot Sauce, not very exciting, but as an EOS community member, I think it is actually very exciting that we're able to direct more funding towards EOS EVM applications, which is a big focus, EOS GameFi as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out. And yeah, the action starts, applications open on May 31st. And so if you are a grant owner, you are applying, you will have to choose which pool you go into. Basically, you just got to choose the pool that makes the most sense for you. And if you want more information on how these matching pools are going to work, encourage you to read this other article that was published on the Pomelo Medium page that kind of goes over more details for the matching pools. All right, another update, this time from EOS Quest. This is a Korean project mostly. They were funded by Pomelo, and this was one of their promises that they would add the ability to create a free account with a Google login. So that's a free EOS account. Very cool. The free account was created with the premium name QT. And then this thread shows you how it works. It goes into the details. Really not that complicated. And here we can take a look at the EOS Quest site. Shows we got some charts, we got some prices, we got some news. Overall, good looking website. So congratulations to EOS Quest. And we always like seeing projects funded by Pomelo delivering on their promises. All right, moving on to Hypha DAO. So there's a Twitter Spaces earlier in the week. That was excellent. Lasted about an hour and a half. If you missed it, you can definitely watch the replay here on the EOS Network Foundation. This post is on May 16th, and all the links can be found in the show notes below, of course. So you can go listen to that hour and a half conversation. Very interesting, very engaging speakers. A lot of people that are basically in the Hypha DAO community, some team members that are working for Hypha DAO, other community members that are planning on using the Hypha DAO tools for their own DAOs. And we had Martin Brewer of our team, of course, on there. We had Brandon Lovejoy, and then a variety of other people as well. So very cool Twitter Spaces that was hosted. And then here to accompany that space, the EOS Network Foundation published a blog post, DAO or Die. Hypha DAO's 10 new beta program features are no joke, hashtag powered by EOS. Yeah, so let's quickly review these features. Feature 1, quickly and easily set up a DAO by selecting from ready-made templates. Number 2, achieve decentralized organizational structure via circles and circle budgets. Feature 3, benefit from having a safe and secure multi-signatory treasury. Leverage policy proposals to align and vote on key decisions, collaborate and add value to projects via quests, engage your community like never before, reach consensus with upvote election, validate decisions via community proposals, build and scale ecosystems via ecosystem as a service, and finally, explore and find opportunities in DAO networks. So if DAOs are something that interests you, definitely take a look at the space, or at least take a few minutes to read this article to be hyped about the upcoming DAO tools from Hypha. All right, wrapping up the show today, we got some Upland updates, our favorite GameFi metaverse project on EOS. They're releasing Go Karts to Upland. So, of course, Upland always coming out with some cool features, some new upgrades, some new games on top of their game. And then this week they got Go Karts. If you're a developer, you're interested in building on top of this metaverse, applications are now open to become a Upland Developer Pro. And so what this does is it basically helps developers that want to build on the Upland tech stack, basically helps them onboard them to the ecosystem, gives them resources. And what's very interesting actually here, we can see, Upland allows any developer, Web 2 or 3, to either connect to their existing game/meta space to the Upland ecosystem, or to build new experience using their preferred tech stack. So there's a lot of flexibility here, and basically Upland continues to do a good job attracting developers and releasing new games and features on top of their existing game. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today. Quick show for you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of the EOS community. And until next week, let's keep it spicy.